Hey guys, so today I want to talk to you about the serve. There's a lot of myths and misunderstandings about the serve, and the serve happens to be the only shot in the game where you have the ball in your hand. So if you have the ball in your hand, you really have your destiny in your hand. So starting with a good serve or having a good serve in depth, if you're planning to do competitive tennis and you don't have a very good serve, forget it. Okay, you're not going to make it. So you gotta have a good serve. And as you keep climbing up the mountain and you get better and better, then there are different serves that you can use. So I like to cover everything as fast as possible. Okay. So let's just say that you are a beginner. Okay. Maybe you're 5 years old. Okay? You're starting play tennis. You want to learn how to serve. So you hold the racket at the neck and you bounce the ball a couple times. If you can bounce the ball like this, that means that you're going to be able to do a simple trait technique serve. Okay? So again, you're a beginner. So what do? You start with the trait technique. Now you know that the serve has to be behind the line, and the ball has to land on the opposite corner. And if you're on this side, the serve has to land in the opposite corner. Okay? So you know that, right? Okay. So you're going to start with what we call the trait technique. You put the racket literally like a tray, and you have the racket above your shoulder, around the height of your head. You're going to toss the ball just above your head, and then you're going to hit the bottom of the ball. But if you're a beginner, don't start back here. Start closer, like here. And get the ball in the box. Once you get the ball in the box, you take a step back. Take the ball. Every time that you toss it and you hit the ball in the box, you take another step back. Notice that I'm tossing the ball on the right side of my body and I'm turning sideways. So that's going to be a very common thing right off the bat. You're not going to be like this, you're going to be sideways. Okay, so I'm over here somewhere and I want to get to the baseline. Again, notice that I am not tossing the ball very high. I'm only tossing it above my head. Okay, so now I'm behind the baseline. So now I want to see if I can get the serve in and beating the invisible player. In other words, I'm going to count 15 love, 30 love, 40 love game. There's 4 points in each game. I want to see if I can win 4 points with my serve. How many chances do you have in the serve? You always get 2 chances. So I'm going to grab 2 balls for each point. Okay. $15 love. $30 love. $40 love. Game. There you go. So now you can play tennis because you can serve and get the ball in. Once you get the serve in and you're rallying from the baseline, you can play a match. If you don't know how to rally, obviously you got to work on your shots at the baseline. But if you don't know how to serve, I would say start with the trait technique, and you're going to be, it's not going to look pretty, right? But it's going to be you're going to get the ball in, you're going to be able to